All right, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the bishops, and the elders of GMS rules well. Peace and salutation to the elect. My name is Ainal. The title of this video is Amos 8 and 11 is not your way out. And this is basically some precepts about the compromised individuals amongst the flock, right? And I can only imagine that, Esau is telling these individuals that Amos 8 and 11 is going to come, or they came together and they thought about it together of what they would do regarding how they get to have their way out, once everything hits the fan, once these compromised individuals are amongst their brethren, and they gotta, try to escape. Amos 8 and 11 is not your way out, right? Because Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, his eyes are everywhere, and you will be destroyed. It's just a warning, because some of y'all is compromised, paid out, brought hirelings, and all of that. So, just get a little bit of that. This Amos 8 and 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai." Right? And that's the point. The point is that the days are coming, where there's going to be famine in the land of bread and water, right? Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching, but also the days come when Yahweh Bashmi Awashai is going to cause the word, to, in some way, shape, or form, not to go out, right? The 100% truth. And like I said before, people that's crept in unawares could use this as a way out, but, you will be destroyed ultimately, right? This is not a way out for you. I'll continue. But that was the point. It says, Amos 8 and 12, "And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, and shall not find it." See that? This is someone, could read this and I don't know, bro. Just think about leaving. Compromised individuals could read this and say, "This is my way out." All hell break loose. I done came in, I done snuck in. And now when the word of the famine come, when the famine of the word come, I can just, ease away. But the Most High, Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, will destroy you. It says, "In that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst." That they, basically that they swear, they that swear by the sin of Samaria and say that God Odan liveth and the manner of Bathsheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again. Right? So you individuals that trust in, Esau, Edom, that trust in his idols, you individuals will be destroyed. Let me get this right quick. Isaiah 30. Isaiah 30 and 1. "Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion." Yeah, because Esau can't save you. Our scriptures say, let me see, vain help. One second. We got to get it, right? I'll read this again. Isaiah 30 and 1. "Woe to rebellious children, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin." Right? So these individuals that's compromised, their covering is the covering of Esau, Edom, right? They're amongst their brethren. They're in the camp. They're promised protection. Let me get on. Isaiah 28 and 14. It says, "Wherefore hear the word of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Awashai, ye scornful men that rule this people which is in Jerusalem." And that could go into every different brother, right? People be in the camp, they become elders, they become bishops, it's just all different things. But each individual person is a leader that's out here teaching. right? That has some type of YouTube, or people viewing them. If you get one view, you're somewhat a leader, because you're leading people that are just listening ears, right? Isaiah 28:15, it says, because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, right? That's your covering. You made a covenant with Esau, Edom, that when things hit the fan, you'll be all right. It says, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. So there's individuals that hid themselves amongst the camps, that's hiding themselves right now, right? That will be destroyed. And, that's just out there, because, whoever they may be, I don't know who they are, but the Most High Yahweh Bashmi Shai knows. His eyes are everywhere, seeing the good and the evil. So you individuals that say, let me get that, because these are the ones. Let me see. This is Matthew 7:22. Matthew 7:22, it says, Matthew 7:21, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven, right? In sincerity and truth. John says that. Let me get that real quick too. We'll grab that next. All right, Matthew 7:21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name has cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And that's exactly what you individuals are doing. You think you inside the camp, you think you hiding yourself, and you invisible, and you made a covenant with death. But when Yahweh Shai comes, you talking about, well, I did the work. Nah, it's not gonna go down like that. John 4:23. Because you're not sincere. The elder Apostle Gabar just did a video on that, talking about sincerity. John 4:23, and I just get to the point. John 4:23, it says, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him, right? That's the point, right? If you're not worshiping the Father in spirit and truth and sincerity, he's not dealing with you. And he's going to tell you on that day, Matthew 7:23, and then will I profess unto them, I never knew you, depart from me, ye that work iniquity. Yeah, so let me get back over here. So that's the point, right? Amos 8:11 is not your way out, right? There's no way out for you. You messed up by even trying to be amongst the brethren. Now I want to get Isaiah 13 and verse 15. I'm gonna just start at I'm gonna start at 6. Now it says the judgment on the day of the Lord. Isaiah 13:16. How ye, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Shai is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall see, no one can escape this, right? Esau can't help you. And they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord, Yahweh Bashmi Shai cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Right? If you in the midst of the brethren, and you secretly CIA agents and undercovers and whatever you think you are, you're a sinner. It says, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. Right? So nuclear destruction is coming, right? It says, and I will punish the world for their evil and for the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, right? And this is talking about the elect man, right? The man that's going to worship in sincerity and truth, not compromise, sellouts, and people that crept in unawares. It says, therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel shall host, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased roe, as a sheep that no man taketh up, they shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land, right? And that's basically, like a sheep don't have a, sheep is like stupid, dumb, moving all over the place. They just people just wandering, fleeing, going left, right, because of all the, the pain, destruction, all of that stuff. Isaiah 13 and 15, it says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. Joined unto who? The wicked, Esau, Edom. The Most High Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, pursuant to Isaiah 34, is gathering the nations, and ultimately he's going to destroy Babylon the Great, right? Isaiah 13 and 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished, right? So this is what's coming to you two-thirds, you heathen, you Edomites, right? And again, you compromise individuals. Proverbs 11 and 21, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Right? So even though you think you join with Esau, Edom, he's definitely going to be destroyed. No heathen is making to the kingdom as, new bodies chosen of the Most High Yahweh Bashmiel Shai. That's not happening, right? These individuals, pursuant to Isaiah 14, is going straight into slavery. Right? They will have continuing employment. What is that? I think that's Ezekiel 39. Yeah, Ezekiel 39 and 14. Right, they're going straight into slavery, and pursuant to Ezekiel 39 and 14, they're going to have continued employment, right, for 1,000 years straight. Proverbs 15 and 3, it says, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So you people are not, hitting. You're not hidden, right? Because you think Esau Edom is covering you and protecting you, and it's like, okay, well, when he moves on the Israelites, I'm good, which is a stupid mindset to have, because you're Israelite yourself, unless you definitely you don't look like one, you look like one and you're not. It's Jude 1 and 4 or 1 and 1. I'm gonna start at 4. Jude 1 and 4 says, for there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before of old ordained to this condemnation, ungodly men turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness and denying the only Lord Yahweh and our Lord Yahweh Shai. And that's what they do secretly. These are men crept in unawares. All right, so just preach us about it. Let me get Matthew 13 and 24 in the NLT. And it says the parable of the wheat and the weeds. This is the NLT. It says, here's another story Yahweh Shai told. The kingdom of heaven is like a farmer who planted good seed in his field. But that night, as the workers slept, his enemy came and planted weeds among the wheat, then slipped away. When the crop began to grow and produce grain, the weeds also grew. The farmer's workers went to him and said, sir, the field where you planted that good seed is full of weeds. Where did they come from? An enemy has done this, the farmer exclaimed. Should we pull out the weeds? They asked. He says, no, he replied, you will uproot the wheat. If you do, let both grow together unto the harvest. Then I will tell the harvesters to sort out the weeds, tie them into bundles and burn them, and to put the wheat in the barn. Right? So the barn would be like the chariot when Yahushua comes, and the bundles is you two-thirds compromised individuals is going to be burned up by the nuclear destruction, and the angels going out, right? This is Ezekiel 9. We'll read a few verses from here. Ezekiel 91, it says, he cried also in mine ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the cities to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side, and they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub whereon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord Yahweh Bashmiawashai said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, right? So this is going through all Israel, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, right? I do that all the time. I be sighing and be crying. The elect brothers sighing and crying, the elect the sisters also, the children sighing and crying, but first and foremost the men. It says, and to the others he said, in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Right? So only the elect men and brothers will really be sighing and crying, right? You compromise individuals, that's not you. You're the ones that are gonna be bundled up and burnt up and thrust through and destroyed by these angels. Ezekiel 9:5, and to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children. You know why? Because all these individuals are demons and devils. They all come up to the camps causing problems. It don't really matter. Little ass kids, I be watching Elder Yashawamba, GMS Dallas, little kids on bikes coming through. You got old ladies upset. Of course, the women upset. It says, slay utterly, old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. And to IUIC, this ain't the mark you think it is. All right, just don't even do it. So that's the point. Let me get this word mark. It says mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. Right? So, the Most High, his eyes are everywhere, beholding the evil and the good, and he has marked us with a sign of, exemption from judgment. Those of us worship in sincerity and truth. So that's the point. That's pretty much the point through the Spirit. You compromise individuals may think that Amos 8:11 is your way out, but it's not, right? Because the day of the Lord is near, the end of Esau's kingdom is near, and righteous judgment is going to be going forth, right, to all sinners. All right, with that, I'll say, Shalom to the elect, which consists of men, women, and children. Shalom.